So on the table right now, I have an extremely notorious karmic energy. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. If you've been wondering who's spying on you, or why do you feel like somebody's always watching, and things are basically things are pretty unpleasant. It's like in the air, like you don't have any privacy or respect for privacy or your own thoughts, your own individual thoughts, is because somebody looks at you like some sort of like a trophy wife, or that is what they want to reduce you down to. Okay, so it's not like they want to make you a trophy wife and give it easy to them, but they see you're very strong and independent, like you have a mind of your own, and then they just really hate it, and then they want to make you they want to reduce you down to being like an object, like a trophy wife kind of a thing. It's like they're really stressed out. It's like an obsession. They're obsessed about doing this or something like that. So in the past, like they were kind of confident, and then they about making this offer, and they still come. They still want to make this offer. Like they might be going through like other people and things like that, and they're like hanging on to that scenario, and it's just this person is really really ill right now, like suffering, really suffering, and it's like it's like they heal, but it's like they're bound to this narrative of rejection. They want to be, I don't know, like they want to be bound to this scenario somehow. They want, this person has heavy karma. They have so many heavy karma, in the sense they have so many unresolved issues. Like the combination of this, so many unresolved issues, with so many connections. This person has heavy karma, period, like literally, period, and they're adding on to it by obsessing about objectifying you, and literally belittling all your endeavors in life. They're putting it out there, like they're literally putting it out there in like constantly, like on a daily basis, like they put it out there that this is what they want. And like instead of this energy mainly means that they're healing, but they are the third energy. If you're wondering, like well, nothing's wrong with my life, like life choices and things like that, but then why is this happening? This is like energetic warfare. We have like, this is psychological warfare. They're trying to go around, and this is person who cannot at all. Look at that, this Seven of Wands. This person cannot, and they've put in a cannot live without doing this. It's like it's some sort of mental condition. Like their mind is literally it's built in such a way that this is the role and character that they want to be, and they have put in all of their resources, all of their money, and it's like they feel like it's their right and their duty. They feel like this is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to take you, like they're supposed to take you and trap, like not trap you. Look at this. this definitely could, this is like Aries energy. This is like that distorted masculine, very, there's nothing, like, you know, they've just they checked out any kind of normalcy, checked out, like, you know, any kind of understanding, like any of being good to you, of being good towards anybody basically. It checked out a long time ago. It's now they are just like an agent in psychological warfare. They're like the devil's advocate basically. Okay, but they it's much more personal for this person. It's like they cannot tolerate the fact that you are really single and independent and like good to go, like whatever it is. It's causing them massive mental pain, literally, like, you know. This is somebody who has experienced a lot of material losses, and it's like they don't have anything to give to this. Like, you know, this is somebody who starts a business and like it's like bound to it and keeps putting money into it, like over and over again, and then it's like it's just a loss-making business, and they still pooling resources. So whatever was remaining, it's been halved, and it's like that. It's like they are refusing to see that there is nothing. Like, there is nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Like over there, if you're coming across this reading and you resonate with this, and you feel like, you know, you feel, if you're resonating with the fact that there is literally nothing wrong with you, but like, or you're making the right choices, you're doing the right things, you're okay, you have your bearings about you. Yes, you have your you know, ups and downs, but, you know, it just feels like an interference, like a third energy, like this Three of Swords type of energy, like, you know, just psychic attacks basically, trying to plant like emotions. This could also be like love spells and things like that, right? Of false prophecies and stuff, like, you know, that sort of a thing. Now, if you feel like that, then there is then the main reason is that this person, there is a third energy. There's a third energy which is and I think at this point you'll have figured out who is this. Like, you know, they want to get you, like, it's literally they want to they want to own your soul. They want to own you. They want ownership of you. So like, this could be the sort of a person, and it's just not you, okay? So it could be many people, but it's like, I think you're the one that is like that main challenge, and then, you know, they know that they have absolutely. So for you, like right now, you might be going, okay, so this is a person that resonates with this, and this could be that person is definitely that one. What I'm trying to say is that amongst all of the people that they are obsessed with, like that, like owning, you're the only one, like, you know, it's like impossible. Like, for them, that is so stressful. Like, it's impossible to have any sort of thing over this person. Like, this person is so free, and so far away. So that like really stresses them out. That there is absolutely no stronghold, because they don't understand what your spiritual identity is. They absolutely are incapable of understanding what your spiritual identity is. You are a divine soul. Like, this is somebody who has, has the highest of high spiritual rank. Like, we are one of them, and they absolutely are incapable of seeing that. Like, imagine there is somebody at there is a deep well, and it's run dry, and somebody's sitting at the bottom of the well, and they just like see a portion of the sky, but it's like the well is so deep. They've gone so deep into this narrative that this is the way that you're supposed to own souls. Like, they are absolutely unable to see like the sky as well. It's like literally a dot to them. They can't see anything beyond the infernal, like deep hellish realms that they inhibit. Like, their mind is literally in the deepest, darkest pits of hell, and the only way they can get through life is by like basically there is by controlling a bunch of people. Okay, so this is like a slave driver. This is somebody who enslaves people. That's the only way that they can get through life. Okay, it's the only way that they can get through life. It's like that. And this is what they want to do, right? They want to slave drive people. And they now it's coming to me that there might be multiple people targeting you like that. So basically what these people do, like mainly what they do, is like they make a list of people, and they will just literally they just like have a list of people. That's all I want to say. Like, they have a list of people. I have a list of people. Yeah. This might this friendship, or this friend, this connection might have really confused you. And like might have really confused you, and so you might have just like literally stepped away from this, moved away from this, and like you started new. Like, you have a new life here, like completely outside of this. Like, you have a new life starting completely outside of this. Okay, so yeah, you've put this behind you. Like, like the whole set of people who've like targeted you and want to put you in on the list. Like, it's like you've put all of that behind you, like completely behind you. So that is what is driving them even more crazy. But like energetically, I don't know. Let's see what's like up energetically. I don't know why I picked these cards. I think I'm going to like let's see what's up energetically. Okay, I mean, I'll have to put it back. So I'll get clarifications for this. And because they're manipulating the energies around you, okay, especially mentally, like, psychological warfare. They might be doing something, and it's so disgusting. Like, this person is filthy, but trust me, like, I've gone through like the entire set of messages that are coming through, and everyone, freaking everyone, Tower of Oppositions. Yes, I'm gonna get that to see what is what really, okay, because this is like psychological warfare. So they're obviously the opposition party, right? Like, the third party, it's like a third party app. Oh god, this and we have the stalker card here as well, so you can't really deny it. And they've been trying to block something, and they've put in a lot of money, and that's the main thing. It's like they've put in a lot of money, and they thought, like, if they get you on the list, like, of, like, people that they have enslaved, like, they can, like, I don't know, they wanted to make money off of you, like, they probably wanted to sell you or things like that, that kind of stuff. Because it's, guys, come on, like, we can't, this is what we're here for, doing tarot right now, to clear this out so that we can have, like, we can literally have a better experience in life, isn't it? And then why should we not talk about the things that are, like, literally affecting us? So this person is like a pimple madame, and they, like, have people on, like, lists, and they, yeah, this is literally flesh trade, and they thought they were. So this person, I mean, don't feel bad that, I'm talking about this, okay? Like, you're resonating with this. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with this person. This person is literally sick in the head. These set of people are literally sick in the head. They think that they can own people and do this. And this is what we're supposed to clear out. And it's like psychological warfare. So tarot readers are also speaking up, but at the same time, like, they will say a sentence or two, which is a little shocking for me. It's like, why would you say that? For example, like, tarot readers would end up saying that, like, if you have nothing to do, like, if you're sitting around listening to tarot readings all day, look at it as like a school. It's a school of divination, and YouTube is the platform that has the largest outreach at the moment, from the perspective that I'm looking at. And if there is any other platform, like, please do correct me in the comment section. But right now, this is the best platform we have to communicate about these things worldwide, without and publicly, okay? So it's right there. We have the symbology, we have the cards, and so people can, I'm using the Tower of Oppositions, so they can actually go and, when I'm talking about something and a card, like, there's Knight of Swords and Page of Swords, the Devil card here, like, they can actually go and check out the meanings of the cards, and they can check out other tarot channels and check for themselves, like, they can literally literally improve knowledge of self and what is going on. So a tarot reader who has a tarot channel suddenly saying stuff like, sitting around listening to tarot readings all day. Think about it in this way, that there are people who are suffering. There are literally, like, very high ranking souls, like spiritually high ranking souls, that are literally being latched into, like, karmic deep dark contracts, like, being pulled down, they're being spied on, and there's a lot of psychological warfare going on, and we're finally defeating the enemy. Why? Is because people are watching tarot reading, they're listening to it, and they give such beautiful advice. People are talking for hours and hours about topic, and most of them are relating to these people and all the shady stuff that they're doing. All right, the tarot channels are being attacked, and I know for a matter of fact, like there are so many tarot channels, like, you know, they've collaborated. There are people who are helping them out, okay, and y'all are doing a great job. Like, you know, tarot readers are doing a great job, and y'all do believe in tarot reading, and that's why you're coming here. This is all going up in the cloud, and it's going to remain there. I sure, like, my channel is way too small compared to the other channels, but information is information, and just be careful. This is psychological warfare. This is psychological warfare. And today an incident happened. It's like there are children in the apartment complex that I live in that are being literally trained. Pages are children, right? They're being trained. Okay, to do bad stuff. All right. And I had to speak to my next door neighbor and to inform her that a child was making hooting noises in the morning as I was putting the trash out, giving the trash to the garbage pickup lady, okay? And he looked at me and started hooting loudly. And it just, it was done on purpose. He was told to do this. So I had to inform his mother. Literally. And I knew, like, my bottle of medicine was going to break. It was made of glass. And the housekeeper, she came in, and she's really careful, she's really brilliant, but I do sense, like, sometimes, like, you know, she carries information in her mind which is literally planted in there, so that she comes here and she messes up, and then I would scream, and that, like, you know, I would really lose good health. So an ethical and moral person who cleans up the house and stuff like that, and cooks food for me and things. She's really lovely, and so and they can plant somebody else over here who can actually do their bidding and, like, poison my food and stuff. This happened. This is very common, okay? This kind of stuff really happens. So you have to be aware. Psychological warfare is psychological warfare. So she broke that vial, and then she said, "I'm really sorry," and things like that. I told her, she said she's sorry that she made a mistake. And then I used it as an opportunity to tell her that it was not a mistake. I told her that you're so careful I've seen you work, you're so careful, but there are times where you just, like, you know, feel something inside your head and go inside a trance. You go in this trance state, and that's, like, literally negligence, carelessness. There's a difference between a mistake and carelessness. And I told her that these medicines can actually save my life, and there are certain things that I'm allergic to that can harm me, okay? So, point being, like, this psychological warfare, literal psychological warfare. I thought about it. That happened. I wasn't even in the same room. And as soon as she entered the house, she was already, like, preoccupied with something. And she's always very well spoken, very well behaved, and all of that, okay? 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There is an older woman around you. There is definitely an older woman around you who is messing about. Okay, positive, negative. The achievement of what you hope for is only partial. You will get more and better by leaving vanity, attachment to matter, and excessive expectations to those less noble than you. Perhaps you have wanted too much and cared superficially about human relationships to the detriment of your goal. Okay, so that's the thing about this person is too hooked up on looks. Like they're really obsessed about your looks. All right, it's just all about how things look, how a person looks. It's really superficial. It's really superficial. They're meaningless relationships. And I was saying, my housekeeper, she has depth, she has a soul, she has a mind. So I decided not to say anything to her. I just told her that, they're expensive. It's expensive, so at least she knows that, to be careful around things. So but then I sense that she has a soul, and she's being attacked too, psychological warfare. Ace of Cups. Somebody's trying to snatch the opportunity of you coming together. There's this older woman. She doesn't want you to get together with someone. Seven of Wands. All in reverse, okay? Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Cups, which is upright. All right? There's definitely an older woman there who, I don't know, this is really sick energy. There's an older woman, and trust me, they're like these people like freaking working together. All right, I'm gonna start pulling this as well. Nine of Cups in reverse, the Tower, Four of Wands in reverse. They don't want you to settle down. They don't want you to have love, that forever lasting, happily, in sickness and in health, that kind of a thing. This person really despises you. They see the star. They see that you're a star. This person might be watching you. This person somehow, they watch you, and they know that you're really different. You can have nothing, but you will still be fun. It's they know that you can heal. You have the capacity of healing in very unique ways, and it's like they don't want you to they don't want you to be able to do that. They don't want you to be able to do that. They don't, that your light really triggers them. Really triggers them. It's like Page of Cups upright. Somebody wants to apologize, and then we have the Lovers. It's like there is a person who understands. There are people who understand that they really did not protect you from this. They might have fallen for that crap as well. Okay, so these could be your peer group people. They want to apologize. I don't know if you want to actually indulge with them or talk to them at all. And I at this point, I think you are really suspicious of them as well. Five of Cups upright. I want to see what this is about. Positive, it will leave the past behind if it slows you down, limits you, or makes you sad. The experiences that have hurt you are treasures to be valued, so you don't have to fall into those traps again. Prepare for an inconclusive period without dynamism. Only by meditating on your options will you come out well. Okay, so this is what I was saying. Like, you're not going to be able to determine anything. Okay, you're not going to be able to determine anything. You're not going to feel that things are going to change. It's because you're meant to sit and observe what is happening right now and resolve it. Not like this other person who just is incapable of finding a resolution to anything. And this is how, and I think you're being separated, moved away from these people, the set of things, but you've got to be like a little calm, okay? You've got to stop giving with the Ace of Cups in reverse here. You've got to stop giving to these people. You've got to stop, like, let this go. Whatever this is, let it go. Yes, but whatever goblet that you touch becomes the holy grail, okay? But if you let it go, it just becomes an object. It just becomes a trinket. It just becomes a normal goblet again, all right? You do have the Midas touch, but if that object has come under the radar of these people, right? And if they're going to use those objects, like apports and things like that to keep you hooked on to them, all you have to do is you have to let it go. Let them pull it there and let it be like an empty vessel, like an empty goblet that does nothing. All right. So that was for somebody, like a set of specific people. All right. Positive, the cup negative, what you were looking for is hidden from you. The cause is your closed heart, hurt by friends who have not told you the truth. Open up, forget the evil you have suffered, the bitterness, and be the first to forgive. Only in this way will you begin to grasp the beauty and healing of the Grail. Like I said, just let it go. Let it go, and the next thing that next situation that comes through will be like a more healing a circumstance or situation. 7 of Wands in reverse. I want to see what the 7 of Wands in reverse is. You have dared too much, and now you don't know how to manage all the energy you have set in motion. Internal enemies and those who want to thwart you may ally against you to overcome these trials. You will have to choose sides. It's like this is what they want. This is what they want to do. They want to keep you trapped in a fight. They want to keep you fighting over something, fighting for something. That thing. Like they wanted to fight. They wanted mainly for you to fight for basic decency and dignity. They want you to basic human respect. Like basic decency. They're making you fight for it. Like, I have this like really intensely, like, in weird feeling crawling up. Like, it's like these people are terrible. These people are terrible. I'm telling you, this energy is terrible, and there's so much of it going around the world. Like, there's a majority of the tarot readers just like talking about this. And there are so many people trying to figure this out. I get approached by so many people asking me same questions, who got themselves stuck with the wrong sorts, and now they cannot move out of it. and it's like it's very toxic and very addictive. Somebody's addicted to losing money, and they just, it's like they are they're addicted to dire situations. They're addicted to being left out in the cold. So when you rejected them in the past, like the person I was talking about earlier, when you rejected them in the past, whoever you rejected and whoever you're suspecting, right, you just can't get over the fact, and they're obsessed about having you in their life. It's like, rejected them in the past. It's like they got addicted to that feeling. So every time like you reject them, it's like they literally, like, they're addicted to that energy, like feeling that sadness. And then it's like, judgment is being called upon them, that you get a gift of life, like this holy grail, and all you're trying to do is snatch at somebody else's life forces. So every time you reject, they get like some sort of hit of, like, energy from you. It's like you give out energy, right? Whatever, when you're rejecting someone, you give out energy, and then they feed off of it. Like, you give them their life force. It's like they're feeding off your life force. This person is a parasite, and there are some things, mainly relationships. Okay, 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Relationships, like, they have become corrupted. They've been compromised. Some connections, not relationships, some connections have been compromised, and you're going to have to just let it go. You're going to have to let it go. And I think I sense like you're already there. Like you're like, cold fire, name the connection, I'm ready to drop it. Like, I know you're there. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, negative. Don't let distractions cause you to spend too much money or energy. Pay attention, specifically if you are starting something new. Choose well who is at your side, and observe those who profess to be friends. Plan, study, prepare. There is a lot of work to do. There is a lot of self-work to do. This guidance is spot on, okay? It's spot on. You have to literally stop giving your time and energy, any material world resources that you have, to any sort of friendship. Like, time is also a 3D world resource. The way we have the limited access we have to time, right, in the 3D world, it becomes a commodity, it becomes a resource, it becomes a commodity. Do not give it out to certain connections, okay, who have they're literally bidding on you. They're literally bidding on you. You work hard, all right? We are those kind of people who work hard and build our credibility, our independence, our value systems. We have moral codes and things like that. Our standards get upgraded time and again, and then whoever you're associating with is just feeding off of that. They're not going to go and tell people that he or she this person, this charismatic person that I know because I went to school with them or worked with them or I met them here in the social situation. They're not going to be like, oh, they rejected me yesterday. They rejected me many times on chat or online. They blocked me. They're not going to do that. You know what they're going to do? They're going to be like, oh, look at that. We spoke on the phone yesterday. Oh, we chat all the time. No, I'm like, we're friends on Facebook. We're friends on this. Oh no, we try to keep our friendship secret, that sort of whatever. They're going to say that to other people, and you don't go talking or shooting your mouth off about what this person does, or your personal communication and your relationships and things like that, right? And that you are doing your own thing, right? You're doing your own thing, you're moving on, you're doing your own thing, you're constantly like rolling stones gather no moss. That's your motto, right? So you're always on the go, you're doing something or the other, you're learning more about yourself, you're tapping into resources, like, you know, higher level resources, and there is a need for that. You're probably creating your own database of resources, material that you can use further in life, because you know there's going to be a point where you're not going to be able, like nobody else is going to be able to help you, all right, because you would have reached that sort of point on your soul's journey, as well as your in your life, like, level of maturity you must have already reached. So this person is like, yeah, that's confirmation, like, you know, so it's like they just cannot accept the fact that you have reached that point, and now it's stressing them out really a lot. These people, it's stressing them out a lot that you've reached out, like, you know, now they're like, okay, I cannot say any, that something's going on between us, like I cannot lie, like, you know, now I absolutely have nothing to show that this person isn't on my list, okay, isn't. So their only credibility was you know, for a lot of people. Now, like, you know, they're going to start getting rejected left, right, center, like, you know, they're going to start getting rejected. They're, like, you know, they're going to lose out a lot of opportunities. They're invested based on you, like, you know, your credibility, and you're possibly like walking away. Let's see what's up with this, like, older feminine energy, okay, in your mids. This is 9 of Cups. This is weird, like vanity. This is like literally vanity. This person like sits around learning, like looking at you and recollecting the way you said something, recollecting the way you look. Oh, this is disgusting. Okay, you could be a man, but like a woman is literally mimicking you, or your person, like, you know, they know this. Maybe you don't know that, you know, generally, like, you know, these bad, corrupt, there's like this older, there are a bunch of older women who know who you're supposed to end up with and things like that. You know, they've observed it, they're very nosy like that, and it's like they're really, really envious of you, because this card, like, literally in reverse had like envy and things like that, like vanity, envy, jealousy. They're literally envious of you. And if you're a man, they're like, they're envious of the person that you're going to end up with, and they know, even if you don't know, they know that you're going to end up with this person, and they're envious of it. And they, like, you know, I heard this, like, mommy's best, like, you know, no one's going to be good enough for my son, you know. It's that kind of sick, like, you know, mentality. Like, the second you, like, you know, they sense, like, you know, you're going to look at or be cross paths with your person, they will start acting and behaving and talking like your person. It's like that. Or if, like, you know, if you're a woman, they're literally like learning your mannerisms to copy them, and to be better than you, like, you know, if they are connected to you, like, you know, this bunch of women, like, you know, if they're connected to you, feminines, like, you know, they're trying to imitate your mannerisms to prove that, you know, you're getting it from them, like the knowledge or like, you know, the etiquettes and those little quirks and things like that. But that's bullshit. It's just like, it's interfering with your energy. Like, you know, it's that's the only thing. It's like it's just like you might get irritated a little bit, and it's not like these people are losing big time. Like, you know, there's definitely like a dark entity. This could be the devil himself, and they pissed this devil off as well. Like, you know, the devil is saying, like, you know, the devil won't take, like, you know, they say what type of a grand loser like gets rejected by the devil. Like, you know, these people should just like literally should have just like stayed at home and like not like live their life, like go to work, like do work, earn money, come back. But they're meddling, they're constantly meddling, like spying, meddling. Look at that, meddling. You know, some people don't have the resources. It's because these people, like, you know, won't circulate it back into the economy. They will put it, invest it in like spying on other people, gossiping, spreading rumors. Like, you know, this is why, like, you know, we have like the Four of Wands in reverse here. So like somebody's absolutely lost their sense of stability. Like, you know, they are the reasons why the world is unstable. Like, you know, these set of people. Possible drops in stability and luck, as well as unexpected but necessary changes. To counteract the negative side of these effects, be tenacious, adaptable, and willing to lose some security in order to smile again. Your control will be weakened to test your ability to rebuild it with greater strength. So yeah, so these people wanted to make you feel like you don't have like a home or a place to go. They wanted you to feel like, you know, wherever you go, you're going to be watched, you're going to meet terrible people, you know, and they wanted you to go to them for like help and assistance, for like feeling stable, for feeling like have a sense of recognition and things like that. It's really sick. Like, you know, this person is, it's like somebody who, like, we are those category of people. Did you hear the hooting? I think you've heard the hooting. They have literally trained the kid next door to do that. They've literally trained him to do it. This is how sick, mentally sick, I'm telling you, the people are here. So in this world, there are people who are doing this, and it's common everywhere. It's just not like you and me. There's nothing. They will do this to everyone, and it works on a lot of people, but it just failed on some of us, because who are you really? The Star card upright. A star that fell to earth, or the person who caught the star and brought it home. You are both simultaneously without contradiction. All beings in the universe are made of stardust, and stardust matter charged by pure celestial energy. You are starlight made flesh, okay? Positive. You have heard the song of the cosmos And now you are ready to give, to create, to bring the distant light into the world and let it illuminate. Where there was shadow, you flourish, showing yourself entirely without hesitation or joy. You know that all around the world there are infinite and beautiful stars just like you. Look at that. This is exactly what I was saying. There are people, there are a lot of us. There are a lot of us here. And it's just that it's time now that we recognize that we're literally being targeted. There are people around us, innocent people around us, who are being used just so that some people who can't get their act together, like, you know, or and understand that, you know, life is supposed to be lived. It's not about money, it's not about how you look, it's not about this physical vessel. Like, you know, if you had paid attention to your own self, your own growth, you would be in an appealing body. Like, you know, these people in a very short span of time not only lost their humanity but lost their entire freedom altogether. Like, you know, they have lost all their resources, and now they're being controlled. They're being mind controlled by an entity, and at the same time they are under they're in that trance that they've got to literally, like, have a hold on you. There is someone, let's say Page of Cups upright, you know, there is someone who's coming forward, but I don't know, like, you know, this could be just like some random, like, side piece, like irrelevant, like, person, but it's just like the apology of the energy, and it's not even the apology of the energy, it's like they're wanting to come towards, like, you know, it's making me sick, like, it's making my skin crawl, this energy, like, you know, they're probably coming up to you and wanting to have a conversation, and it's like creativity, art, and novelty are favored. If you want to go along with the process, you can become a main character or protagonist, main character or protagonist. New projects, renewal in relationships, or the birth of a child can find a place in your life. Immerse yourself without thinking too much, or the available energy could escape elsewhere. It's just like this person knows they're not going to pick it up. You're not going to pick up the energy, and it could also be like, you know, these people are like literally they've observed people that you would give a second chance to, if at all, and they could be talking to them. Like, you know, other people in your life, and learning how to get to you and talk to you. So, like, this person, the one I told you, who's really, really obsessed, who really, really wants to, like, make you like that, objectify you and make you like that trophy spouse, and just like not let you do your work, but like, you know, make you feel like, okay, that's all you've got, that's all you can do, like, you know, that's all you are allowed to do when it comes to, you know, that person that I mentioned at the beginning of the reading. That's all you're allowed to do. That is to be my spouse. Like, you know, that's all your identity is. There is definitely one person like that. Okay, so they are observing, like, you know, people you kind of respect, or who you can talk to, who you will always be on talking terms no matter what the difference is. Or, like, you know, they will talk to the people that you've cut out but had a lot of access to you. They know what you like and what you dislike, They might be talking to you and learning a lot about you, and this person might be posing as them, or or sending these people that you still be in conversation with towards you. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for you. But no, let me see. Let's get, like, these are opposition energies. Let's see what we can get in terms of, like, I'm going to use the vice versa tarot cards to see what we have for us in the other scenario, where, like, we have somebody who really loves us and stuff. At this point, we might be like, is there even such a thing as somebody loves me? Well, yeah, of course there is. Come on. I do see the devil. I did see the devil here as well. So in the vice versa tarot cards, like, there's artwork on both sides. It just gives you different perspective on the same energy, like different angles on the same energy, right? And it's amazing. This didn't come with a guidebook, but there's free PDF of the guidebook available. Let's see what's happening. On the other hand, we have Princess Charming, that, like, coming towards us. The real offer is coming towards us. Okay, the real offer of love is coming towards us. This obsessed person, that the disagreeable, the opposite to what is truly deserving of us, what we truly did and what we truly deserve. Opposite of us was that entire reading, so that we're very, very clear what's not for us. All right. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, because we're fine. Like, I'm fine. No, we're truly fine. We're absolutely fine with where we are and where we're going and what we are meant to create. It's just like the material world resources are unlimited. We know that, and that is how we have conducted ourselves. Okay, that's how we conducted ourselves. Okay, this is confirmation. Some of us are supposed to spend a lot of time meditating and contemplating whatever we have been told. Like, you're productive if you're doing a job, or you have a business, or you have creative projects, and blah 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 blah. Like, it's just like it's like a trance. It's like, it's spell work. This is like to keep you struggling and fighting for stuff. Like, like, some of us are meant to be at home, in hermit mode, in isolation for large periods of time, for extended periods of time at a stretch, and then move forward. Doesn't mean that we're not going to have creative projects. Doesn't mean we're not going to have jobs. Doesn't mean we're not going to have businesses. We are, but it's like you start a job you move away from it before it starts draining your finances. You take the money that you saved, you go into hermit mode, you look deep within yourself, you understand why is it that you can no longer do the job thing, okay? Or if you're in business, or if you're in freelancing, why can you no longer do this in this way? And what is it that your soul is calling you to do? What is it that your soul is calling you to do? Some of us are supposed to be dedicating ourselves to understanding the soul in the material world. We're not part of the workforce. We're not supposed to be on the hamster wheel. We're supposed to be completely off it. We're supposed to dip into the world, do the worldly things, and move away. Resolve that energy. It's that sort of realization that is dawning on someone. Like it's like, oh, look at that. It's crazy, the symbology on this. I'm holding it up close to the screen so that I can see it magnified. Look at that. 2 people being thrown. This is also confirmation. I kind of knew. It's like Big Brother's watching. Big Brother's watching. Big Brother's watching. What you been doing at home? Well, that's the thing. Somebody like this is okay. Somebody who was put on the pedestal, and these people were just really wrong. And when your person got that perspective, 144, as I said, that when they went up to the higher perspective, when you went up to the higher perspective, right? When you went up to the higher perspective, you understood that these people can no longer. It's just an illusion. They are an illusion. They're part of an illusion. Like, they are not real. They are wrong. They're matrix people. Oh, so this is what it is. Like, some people, there are karmics and then they're matrix people. And finally, I think your person has realized, your person, the one who's coming towards you, has realized, can see very, very clearly, like, like what the karmics were doing, okay? What the karmics were doing, how they were holding, how they had a hold on them, okay? After doing some soul searching, and after actually investigating some Akashic records, they understood that some of these people were literally an illusion. They're literally an illusion, like flesh, illusion in the flesh, okay? And right now, like in retrospect, look at that, it's getting so bright. Like, it's been illuminated. The truth is being illuminated of how they were projecting false information, how they were manipulating. So these people are the ones who were indulging the psychological warfare, okay? The spy network for the karmic souls. And there has been there has been an entrance of a very, very powerful soul. A very, very powerful soul in your person's life, okay? In a person's life. It's like literally they've seen the sign, okay? They've seen the sign. And the real mother, it's like mother, father, God. Like, I'm feeling that sort of powerful energy. Mother, father, God has like literally entered the vicinity. And it's like there has been an entrance of a really powerful person, a soul. This could just be like an energy that they have sensed coming towards them. It doesn't have a name or face. This could be one of the deities. This could just be like a spirit guide. This is literally a spirit guide. It's not could be. This is literally a spirit guide. And also a very healing spirit guide. Okay, so this could be Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. Look at that Hierophant. Divine wisdom in the material world. Chapter closes. They've turned their back on this. It's the World card in hindsight. Like, up front it looks like this, right? Look at that. They've turned their back on the chapter. High Priestess. Many spirit guides. Many spirit guides. Illuminated something about the childhood. Oh gosh, something about the childhood. Healing child, this is healing energy, ability to heal oneself again on their own. Is that sort of an energy? This is what I have. And they're coming up with an offer. So I want to check this, the timing of this stuff. Timing of this stuff. When is this offer coming in? Everyday Witches Tarot. When is this coming together? Like this. They're going to figure it out. Something about the spy network, how to throw out the spy network. Look at that. As soon as I said that, Page of Swords. They're going to... The intuition is coming back up. Rather than... It's like... Okay. Clarifications. Hierophant and Queen of Pentacles. So I feel there is definitely a spiritual mentor, and that's coming through. Definitely. There's a Hierophant, and so this could be like the collective of Divine Masculine. This your person could be graduating, definitely, because the Hierophant and the World card, they might be graduating on a spiritual lesson. They've learned a spiritual lesson, a big one. It's like karma has been resolved, and how does they have paid the entire, they have finished, like they've concluded their karmic duty, and it's like they needed to be educated on that, and like that's one last lesson, in the traditional sense that they could, in the traditional sense of the word term, karmic duty, karmic lesson, karmic debt, everything, like a karmic lesson, basically. Let's say karmic type of lesson. It's like I think both of you needed to learn how, like, that it's done, it's over. So let's see what this Hierophant is about. Look at that. You can't really look at this information, like messages coming in. It's a child, a Hierophant, Six of Cups, somebody from their childhood. They realized something about someone from their childhood. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. This could also be like somebody that they grew up with in the vicinity. They were always in the vicinity. A chapter closed, like a very sticky chapter. okay, they might have connected with somebody who they really respected, who was a teacher or a coach or a mentor of some sort, like a good influence on them, a different type of influence, somebody in authority, like, who had spiritual authority, or this could just be like a priest, a family priest, or priest of the community, like in temple, church, mosque, one of them. And it's like that, it's like they got confirmation from that person, okay? And let's see, why is that clarified by the Queen of Pentacles? Why is that clarified by the Queen of Pentacles? It's like that priest said that, you're done with your karma. Literally, the priest told our person, like, they said, like, collective's person, your karma is done. It's over. As soon as they said that, Chariot. And then this person's like, okay, Queen of Pentacles, star underneath, like, Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant again. And okay, so this is what they just like, they want to come towards you, Queen of Cups, because they know that you have also, you are also in the same place. Possibly, it's like, look at that, Three of Pentacles. They want to come in with an offer, like a workable offer, like a work project. And they're coming in fast. But this is also like in the past section. So if right now you're like, hey, they're not here, like, the realization dawned in, like, they were told in the past that, your karma is over, like, it's like that lesson. And they've been ready. They're literally ready. They're literally ready. They see you as having achieved a level of patience, a very high level of stability, like, you're unshakable when it comes to material world, understanding, like practically understanding. I'm not talking about you, like, having a lot or being able to create a lot, but you understand it really well, like money and wealth, and very practical. They see you as very level-headed, very it's very well connected to commercial aspects of stuff, like what works and what doesn't. Like, they see you as somebody who has learned the best methods. Let's say best methods, who can be like that mother, who can be like a guardian of someone, who could be like godfather, godmother, like, who can be a parent, who can be a caretaker, who you can give like power of attorney to, or, can be gives good advice on money as well, without being calculative, without wanting something in return, that sort of a thing. Without wanting anything in return. It's just like you're that kind of thing. And they've been looking for this type of a person to work with, and it's like they were seeking for approval from like this priest or someone, like if they are ready and if you are ready, if the timing's correct. And getting Hierophant here in the clarification for the Queen of Pentacles is like, yes, like, the priest kind of approved, the priest kind of approved, and your person sort of meditated on this, and then when it's like you connected in a dream, possibly, or they recollected a dream, like, a common dream. You might have dreamt of it, and you might have mentioned it to them, or like, you might not have, but they've remembered a dream that you, a dreamscape that they've remembered, basically all the dreams that you've had in common. That's coming out because the star card is here as well. This could be a dream from a past life when you all were together in star seed, like in a life, like in a not earthly life. They recollected it. The Strength card, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands. This is to clarify the World card. So they've been vulnerable before, and that's why they're very, very defensive. And that is that sort of stuff that they have turned back their back to, like, you know, so they are like the defensiveness and Ace of Pentacles. They're not giving to that sort of, they're not investing in that anymore. In the sense, like, you know, they don't need, that chapter is done, it's over. They don't need to heal that. They don't need to learn about what caused them pain, the nature of the people. So it's like, if somebody did that, it does that to us, like, you know, that we try to understand that personality type. We try to understand that type of soul, that type of soul contract, and then we call for it. We call for that information. We call for that experience until we are done. We're done learning about it. That's why we kind of attract the same sort of, you know, partner till we get up one day, literally till we get up one day and say that, okay, I'm done. I'm good. Like, I'm done. You know. That's when you get, like, you know, that real opportunity to move forward. The Hermit, clarifying the Hermit, we had the Ace of Cups in reverse. It fell in reverse. Okay, they're letting go. The Justice card, like I said, they're no longer giving. So if they were with someone else who was teaching them that lesson, Ace of Cups in reverse, like, it's just like they can't be bothered anymore. Like, I'm done. It's like a back off, like, it's over. Can't be juggling two scenarios. I'm gonna pick the thing that is most suitable to me, and that's happiness. Like, you know, that's the clarity. If something might have happened when they were a child, or that had them be, like, you know, they possibly were told when they were a child, like, your person was probably told when they were a child that, you know, you cannot live your life with that the starseed collective type of a person who's very creative, who's going to be lost in their own world. Basically, somebody, like, your person was told you cannot live, you cannot get married to, or you cannot be in love with, or choose a life partner who's like you know, creative and, like, you know, that sort of thing, who has really, according to other people, like, you know, has, like, really big dreams and visions and goals, have no practical sense. But even as a child, like, your person knew that, you know, they can actually make their visions work for them, their dreams and goals work for them. And then they were possibly just, like, told no, like, no, that doesn't work like that. The world doesn't work like that. You're supposed to find somebody who will keep you, like, you know, held down, like, you know, come back down to earth, like, you know, that sort of thing. Have some, like, practical this thing, keep you stuck at home, like, you know, do, like, you know, stop dreaming as big, like, you know. So they kind of possibly chose that person, which had them living two scenarios. They were seeing the phase of life where they're going to meet us, like, you know, collective, cold fast collective, and they're going to meet us. And the other was, like, you know, the second life. They were living a dual life, basically. They were living a dual life since childhood, like, and they knew that this was part of their soul journey. They knew that this was a part of their soul journey. They knew that they were going to break free of this. They were going to get justice. They were going to have to go through a divorce. So they were probably told by childhood, by this priest who always had their back, who might have played double agent for the family and set of people from the community who were telling them that you can't marry the same person, like a person who's just like you. So they basically got them stuck with a wrong person, a false person, a double agent. But a person consulted with them on a soul level, when that they knew that when the enlightenment's going to happen, they knew the time, they possibly knew the age. Until then, that they had this agreement with the priest, that the priest was going to play double agent, but the priest was going to tell the parents that yeah, cool, this person can marry this other person, who will keep them in check, restrict their goals and be a ringmaster and things like that. And at the same time, they were consulting your person, saying that it's fine, hey, this is such and such as the age, this is with a series of events, and all of that might have just passed, all the age, the time frame, all the events, all of that might have just gone away. Okay, it might have already happened, you all might have already met, and all of those opportunities, that kind of stuff. But the real thing that was supposed to happen was this enlightenment, which is happening right now as we speak, or as you are watching this video. Okay, let's see what we have with the High Priestess, because we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Okay, so this is something that they're realizing about you. Okay, they're realizing about you, or there's something about you that they know that you don't know. What did I say at the beginning of the reading? The Judgment card. And what was I just saying? You are somebody who creates your... We are people who create our own tune. That is the level of... That is the hierarchy of the soul. That is the hierarchy of the soul. We're able to create things out of thin air. We're able to create a wand out of thin air. It appears out of thin air. So when I was saying let go of objects, is because you can create the real object, which is not whose energy has not been compromised. Okay, so they seen you do that, and that maybe you didn't realize it. It happened somewhere, and you were like, ah, and then you were like, oh, somebody did that. It was okay. Somebody must have done that. Something. I've seen you do that many times. And then, okay. So they do understand your true energetic signature. They do understand your real thought forms, your mental energy, what messages are coming from you, and what... and the connection that you share, because it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. The Magician and Seven of Swords, clarifying the Tower, and the Eight of Pentacles. This is definitely workplace. So it's they this is literally I'm getting too many things. It's because it's insignificant and irrelevant. Okay, I mean, asked to say it. Somebody's been robbing at the stealing at the workplace, right? Stealing ideas, literally somebody sitting in the office and a work meetings going on. They don't say anything during the meeting, and like an idea has been put up out there, and then it's like one of those things people don't talk. They say that, okay, we're going to tap into this at a future date, and then they decide that we're going to talk about this next month, and then there are people who start nagging the boss like since the next day, and slowly and steadily, and they have painted a picture like it's their idea. They've gone through everybody's like files and folders and emails and everything, like social media stuff, and they've literally put together an entire portfolio, and then they're presenting it as if it's theirs. They've created they have the entire concept like ready. But then when these people were given these thieves, lie, cheaters, stealers, were given the opportunity to actually implement that, they just everything just blew up, right? It backfired. The whole set of lies just backfired, and everybody got hurt. Everybody who got fooled by this got hurt, including our person, got hurt really, really massively. And it's like this is karmic justice, and this is what is hitting our person in the future. When they remember, they kind of recollect, they recollect how you were capable of, how Coal Fires Collective, how we were capable of generating things out of thin air. And these are our abilities, because our person can do that as well. It's like we work off of intuition. We don't work off of stealing intelligence. Intuition is what leads us and guides us, guides our intuition. We are led by our intuition, okay? We are not led by stealing and manipulating someone, okay, with spell work and all of this conniving shit. And they kind of realize the difference when they've been enlightened to and reminded about who they are, okay? So they understand if they couldn't tell before the difference between your ideas and how you are and this person, these people, right? These type of people, right? After they have gained, or they were told that you are such and such, and when they were reminded of that, right, they were now that is where they are. That is where they are right now. They're remembering their power, power, the soul level, and then when intuition, when they're going to start accessing their intuition like the way they used to before, or where they are supposed to, right? The blocks are just literally blasted off. That's when they're going to see people who are quite similar to them, the rest of the star seeds and intuitively guided people. And then they're going to realize that there is somebody exactly like them, and which is you. And that's when they're going to be like, okay, so now these I can clearly tell that these people are so not like me. They're not suitable to me. There is differences, there's disparity, there's opposition. And then it's like, okay, as soon as that realization dawns in, at the end of it all, it's like they're just being ejected out of the environment. They're just being ejected out of the environment. And this was intended, let me tell you, This was intended, this entire journey was intended by you and your person. All of it. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. This is a 1.5 hour message and I was so happy to do this. I will see you in the next one.